And I'll tell you this, it is worth the money to spend.
Appreciate that.
If you want to grow and get better, this will definitely help you. Where we had 16 meetings booked, 5 signed agreements, but I think we actually had more than that. If you want to go out in terms of numbers and billings, 6 figures over that if we count those. And here's the thing, 4 deals are in the final stage right now, and this is from your group, that are right there is probably over 200K in billings. I will tell you this, investing in yourself and this program, it's a must, right? Like even me having, 10 plus years, 13 plus years experience in this space, going through this is something that I didn't know, right? So if you're not learning, you're falling behind. So
was there a particular session, advice, or tool that resulted in like an aha moment or led to like a significant shift in your perspective?
There's a few sessions for sure. It's definitely when you told me about time blocking, that was a game changer for me, right? Because I was just getting in the office and just going, wheeling and dealing, right? And just all over the place. And then I would lose track of what I was doing. And I'm working on this role, and then I completely forgot about this candidate. So once I started dialing in, focusing, time blocking my day, structuring it like that, it was a game changer. I almost tell people like it was my idea, but no, it definitely came from Donnie. And then also just becoming a domain authority again in your space. Because there's the people there are recruiters out there, I'm a jack of all trades. Yeah, you can be good at sales, recruiting, but you want to have your niche and also, be able to service other industries just in case that certain market is down. But you definitely want to become known in your space. And so you stay top of mind. That's something you told me too. Well, I learned that from you too, right? Like I didn't think to post family pictures on a business platform, right? Like LinkedIn. All of my posts was with family and stuff like that. And people getting a view into your life. Those are the ones that I had the most views, the most responses, comments. People want to know who you are, right?
Yeah.
They don't want to think, okay, I just see that picture. He's a supply chain recruiter. Like, who is Dominic? Is he somebody I can get along with? Oh, we got hockey in common, right? We got golf in common. Find any way to make that connection.
Yeah. Can you share like a specific area or aspect of your business that has improved as a result of the program?
Well, we've been booking meetings nonstop. We have calls with you every Monday and Thursday, right? Every time we're on the call, it's a lot to do with just personalizing the messages, getting creative. Like you told us in the program too. It's every recruiter out there is sending email blasts. They're sending the same message, right? And it was getting creative and sending Loom videos.
Right.
Finding a connection that you can connect on and really resonate with them. And I think that was key. Once we started doing that, I noticed our numbers are just skyrocketing once we did that. And we were just looking meeting after meeting to the point where we were turning down clients, right? If it wasn't the fee that we were looking for, we're turning them down.
Yep.
And we would also go to the clients and say, listen, if we are going to work with you, if they seem like a good client on the call, if we're not getting feedback within 24 to 48 hours after submitting a candidate, we're going to think that the role's not that important to you. Now, there are times where obviously people are busy or, it could be a certain time of year. But, at the end of the day, that's all we ask. Give us the feedback so we can help, best support you and bring you the top talent. Because if you're not giving us feedback, we're just shooting in the dark, right? A job description is one thing, but, okay, we want to know about the culture. What does the team look like? How many, for example, on a sales role, how many sales members on the team are hitting quota? What's the ramp up time? Stuff like that you're not really going to see on a job description.
Kind of elaborate on that, because I know that we, in the program we teach automation, but we teach a very kind of laser focused approach, right? It's not just about like spamming and connecting with everybody, but it's about, let's leverage numbers, but let's do it in a very, targeted way. How would you, your thoughts are on that?
So with the Ulink and other automation campaign tools we use, Ulink, Talon, Dripify, which like we talked the other day, we're going to dial it into a couple, but it's really just getting that the lead filters and account filters set to exactly who I'm trying to target, right? Instead of just saying supply chain and logistics in Texas, right?
Right.
Like, okay, well, if I want to target 3 PLs that specialize, let's just say, in a certain niche, like I'm only going to go and look for those, filter out those leads on Sales Navigator,
Right.
put that into Ulink, and personalize that message. Whether it's like, hey, I have a candidate that aligns perfect for this role. So doing some research ahead of time is do what kind of roles do they have open, and say different campaigns. If I know I set a lead filter for a supply chain manager in Dallas that specializes in LTL, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll go and filter out for LTL C-suites, and we'll set that as our parameters in Ulink and get those automation campaigns going,
Right.
and then setting up those follow-ups, right? So
Yep.
so it's doing a lot of work for you behind the scenes, but you're also you have that personal touch on it.
Right.
For me, like I get reached out to all the time by coaches and this and that. And when I came across you and when I was screening these coaches, right, and getting on the calls, is I knew right away that you were authentic, genuine, and you truly care. And not to mention what I really love about it, your course is you have that group setting and those calls. And another thing that you do that I think a lot of coaches don't do is you respond immediately with Loom videos. And I was like, this is amazing. I'd shoot you a message and I'd have a Loom video. And that's when I started to use Loom a lot more, is once
Right.
I seen that you did it. I'm like, okay, when one of my team members asked me a question, I'm just going to shoot a Loom video because it's so much easier.
Yep.
And then I can show them directly how to do it on the screen if it's something that, hey, how do I do this, Dom? Or, like
Yep.
that's huge. But no, I think it's, you're just genuine. This is what you specialize in. This is what you love doing. This is what you do. It helps so many people, especially high billers and even newcomers, right? And then that's the benefit of the program too, is you got a mixed group that rotates, right? New people coming in, and some leaving. You got experienced recruiters and you got new recruiters coming in, but they both can learn from each other, right?
Right.
A new recruiter, let's say a up and coming recruiter that is tech heavy and knows a lot about tech, they might share tips and tricks that I didn't know about, right?
Yep.
So, and then I can tell them like, hey, here's how you can probably conduct a sales call, and just everybody helping each other.
Yep.
Where
Yep.
I think a lot of the other groups, they set you up with the course, and maybe you have one call a week with them. I know because one of the other ones I set up with before I joined yours, and that's how it was. And they just didn't have the knowledge. I should have dug deeper into their background and really knowing. But I think obviously for you, it's look at your results, look at who's been through your program. You're with Forbes.jobs, and just everything you bring to the table, right? And then a lot of the relationships you build through there, let's say I get a role that I don't specialize in, I can pass off to a recruiter I met in your group that I know is great. And I have done that, and I'm doing that
Right.
now, right? So it's just those relationships that are just, you can't replace that. It's just something that, it's a tight knit community. You'd be shocked, right? A lot of other industries are very competitive. People don't want to share their information, their secrets, their tricks.
Yep.
In your community, everybody's helping each other.
Yeah.
Like we got people that are in the same space, but they're still helping each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think that's key. And also like I get access to your, for your videos for forever, right? So if I got a new team member coming on, I say, listen, go watch some of these videos and become a domain authority. Let's say we're going to expand into the EV space. Go, start creating your content and watch these videos of Donnie's program. Yeah, I think we're 100% gonna implement it into our training program moving forward. Like, this is gonna be part of the checklist that we have when new people come on board. You're gonna go through Donnie's program. You're
Yeah.
gonna watch these videos and because it really helps, right? And me knowing, right? Like I didn't think branding and recruiting. I didn't know anything about it, right? I was just going based off relationships, but now seeing the benefits of it, it's amazing because now what I'm seeing too is, like I said earlier, is a lot of those messages that I sent previously are now coming into the picture, right? Those
Right.
people are reaching out. Even one of my team members today, just got a candidate that reached out, high level C-suite VP, right, at 20 something years at FedEx, and I won't say the current company. I don't want to put them out there, but like that natural organic traffic is now coming in, and he's been seeing it now. So it's great. Well, just from I was trying, I was trying to find out some numbers because we're trying to from Grace and mine, right? Where we had 16 meetings booked, five signed agreements, but I think we actually had more than that. Now I'm looking back at it because I'm trying to go through. And that's something we're implementing a new ETS and a different CRM moving for Q1 of 2024. Our team's meeting. We follow this traction book, the EOS system.
Yep.
So we're implementing that. But yeah, if you want to go out in terms of numbers and billings, 6 figures over that if we count those. And here's the thing: 4 deals are in the final stage right now, and this is from your group that are right there is probably over 200K in billings, and that's going to be within the next 2 weeks. So they're in the final stage. One of our clients just finished their quarter, right? They were in different quarters. So this is the hiring season for them, and those 4 candidates, 4 different positions are about to be, getting offers, and it's going to be nice paychecks.
Yep.
Excited.
Yep. Like, how would you describe the health of your business after going through the program?
Great. So we're down in the tech space compared to last year, right? But what we did is, knowing that was happening, we transitioned and picked up more roles in other, supply chain and logistics roles that we probably would have been, not as keen on taking on compared to last year when the tech space was booming. But, ego out of the, we left that at the door, and if we got roles here, we're doing more work to make the same amount of money. But guess what? We're still making placements.
Right.
Where I know some recruiters that are like, hey, I only do C-suites for startup tech companies. Well, if you have no roles right now, you have no roles. No money's coming in. So, you got to branch out. You got to find a way to keep bringing money in, especially when you got a team. I'm not only supporting myself and my family, my 3 kids, but also everybody on our team. I got to keep everybody fed.
If somebody was considering my program, right now, but on the fence, what advice would you give them?
So I'm somebody that is cheap, right? I'm frugal with my money, right? I will tell you this: investing in yourself and this program, it's a must, right? Like, even me having 10 plus years, 13 plus years experience in this space, going through this is something that I didn't know, right? So if you're not learning, you're falling behind. Somebody, like I said, somebody's always trying. There's somebody right now incorporating an LLC or a corporation, recruiting firm, trying to come up right behind you because they think they could beat you out. Let's say they worked in the industry and now they're going to try to do this because they see other recruiters making money, right? So you always got to be learning. And I think, for me, it was a no-brainer once I met with you, and I was like, all right, it could be a hefty cost on some people, but one placement covers that, right? Yep. So at the end of the day, the knowledge, the network that you're going to get, the people that you're going to be able to stay in contact with, ask questions, and even like you told me, it's like you could still ask me a question anytime now that you're done with the program. And that's just, I think, a genuine person you are, and always willing to help, and just look what you do for the recruiting community. And I'm the same way. I tell everybody, reach out to me if you have questions. Like I got 2 buddies that were engineers, and I got them into recruiting. They started their own company. They both did it on the side. They quit their jobs. Now they're full-time, and they specialize in civil engineering and roles like that. So I'm always willing to help too. And I think it all comes back to you in the end, right?
Yeah.
You help somebody else, it's going to come back. Some people aren't like that, though, believe me. So be careful on who you're giving your information away. And I'll tell you this, it is worth the money to spend.
Appreciate that.
if you want to grow and get better, this will definitely help you. Do something different. Don't send the same messages that every recruiter is sending, every business development. I mean, I can show you the messages I get from RPO companies every day, thousands of them.
Yep.
And they're all the same.
All the same.
Right?
Yep.
Nothing stands out to me. It's just like one of those, even something like they hold up the sign and say, "Hey, Dom," it's just something like, okay, well, at least look at that message. They went a little bit above and beyond somebody else, right? So it's just trying to get their attention.